Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, August 25th, 2021, a very hot Wednesday. Don't forget to stop in at perfectstormtrading.com, sign up, drop your first name and email in the box, get a chance to win the Perfect Storm Book and Indicator package. Let's move on to the charts. All right, what we got going here, I've got the Vedic chart on the left, overlapping the Astro Excel chart on the right. Pretty much went the way we anticipated yesterday. The down move wasn't that significant. You can see I've got the Vedic chart set for 4 minutes. I've got it squeezed a little bit tight. The Astro Excel chart is set at a 30-minute chart. That's why it looks a little bit different. So I've got the price action sort of compacted. Let me open that up a little bit so you can see the actual spread. I gave you these timing windows yesterday. You can see the white with the bright green. So we got the high in the first block, and then we ended up getting the low in the evening in the second block, and that was the low that's held into the morning action so far. Now, if you recall, I mentioned that we are going to get this down move yesterday. I drew the red trend line down on the Astro Excel chart, and I told you to specifically watch for this up move right here coming off this low. That was tied in close to that uh, first part of that window there. So we actually got the trigger on the green line turning up right there, and then as we went into the window, we got the high. Then we went into that consolidation area where we had the green line, hovering uh, around the 10 line, between like the 3 and 10 range on the green line Excel. Then as we made that high, we kind of went into a downward move. Not a lot of volatility because usually when we get this kind of sideways pattern on the green line, the volatility shrinks. But it was still a decent move down. When we hit that high, we were around 44.88 or so, and the market trekked down to the 80.81 area, so it was about a 7 point move. Then when we hit the second time block, we made an initial low, and then we traded further down, and then when we got to the second signal at the end of the block on the A1 panel there, we made the low, and then a little bit later we made a slightly lower low, and then we started moving up from there. So that all worked out pretty well according to plan. If you can refer to yesterday's video to see how I described that. If you didn't see that, I recommend watching that. I've marked out the three timing zones for today along with the pattern. Right now we've got low volatility, but we hit the peak on the green line and blue line, and both of these are trekking down up till at least about noon today. And then we've got the timing windows that I show here on the Vedic chart. I've overlapped them onto the Astro Excel chart, so you can see how the timing windows are coinciding with the blue line on the Astro Excel for the highs and lows right here. So we've got downward pressure till about 12:30. Then we go into a cross current where the blue line starts to run up pretty drastically. So that's usually a signal that you're going to get a decent move with that sort of an indication. So I wouldn't be surprised if we trade down, follow this trend down to around noon, somewhere in either this window or at the turn of the blue line. We're going to trade up into the close today, and then maybe dip again in the evening. So that's kind of what we're looking at for today. One other thing I want to show is the A3 panel. Okay, you can see on the A3 panel on the Vedic chart, which is the third panel down from the top, you see we have this really big white window, and that's going to be a significant high or low is going to take place in that window. Which one is that going to be? too early to tell yet, but it's just something to watch for. So this window is going to go from today into tomorrow. Tomorrow about 12:45 or so. So we're going to be looking for a significant pivot point in that area, and that's most likely to come in one of these two zones, either the A2 zone or the white zone or the A2 green zone. Generally that will hit in there. It doesn't have to, but generally it will. So we're going to kind of watch that today and go from there, see what happens. We should pick up in volatility here this morning now, so we should be getting downward pressure at least into noon today. So we're going to, base our trading on that. So we're going to go with that and we'll see what happens. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe and like on our YouTube channel. We have a Facebook group if you're interested in joining that. You can just look for Perfect Storm Trading Facebook group and you can catch us over there too. So thanks for watching and we'll see you guys again on Thursday.